Hello and welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. Well, balancing a city budget, it's rarely ever fun, but it does matter because it depends on how that money will be spent when you come up with the final resolution on that. Right now, the city of Brea, as other cities are, trying to balance the budget, decide how money is going to be spent, and the mayor of Brea here with us now, Ron Garcia. Thank you so much for being here.
Leslie, thank you for inviting us back. It's good to be here.
You know, the budget stuff is always,
Sure.
heavy stuff, but it really does need to be talked about, especially now with a lot of cities on the verge of bankruptcy and
Sure.
a lot of cities grappling with some really serious issues. How is Brea doing financially?
Well, Leslie, it is interesting because the city is much like a corporation. We have revenue that comes in and we have expenditures. So we try to manage the city of Brea, our budget, as if it's a business. Fortunately, the city of Brea, as you well know, is a destination, a regional destination for many of the surrounding cities. So the significant part of our revenue comes from sales tax. And during that period, the Great Recession, we did have to cut back. Fortunately, the recession is starting to come back. We find the last year and then this year and the next preceding 2 to 3 years, we're expecting increases of sales revenue as much as 2 to 3%. So we are on our way back to getting to the revenues that we had, let's say, in the 05-06 years.
And it seems that Brea is in a position that a lot of other cities aren't with the Brea Mall, with the downtown Brea. You know, the economy is starting to come back, so that is really a plus. But there's some other things happening with the state. We've had some pressures put on cities.
Well, the city, if you're talking about the CalPERS and the unfunded liabilities, those are big challenges that we, of course, have to mitigate and take care of immediately. The state has actually gone and found a solution, and in the year 15-16, for the next preceding 5 years, they're going to be increasing the premiums that we pay for those pension plans. So we have to start budgeting to take those hits because it'll be a 50% increase in premiums, but spread over a 5-year period to at 10% a year to soften out so that it'll be fully funded by 30 years. But that's mandated by the state to the cities, so it is an answer, but we have to adjust to those increase in premiums.
So one of the things financial analysts look at is how much, free cash you have in the event of an emergency. How much is the pension liability eating into the rest of the money that you have left to do all the things that a city needs to do?
Well, in the city of Brea, because we are very fiscally conservative, right now we have about a 33% reserve ratio of our budget. By mandate by the city council, it's about 10 to 12%. So we have almost 3 times the reserves, and we've been putting those monies away anticipating something's going to come up. And so we're well positioned to take that hit. It's a hit to us, but we will, with the increase in sales tax, with our own reserves, we feel we're going to be able to manage it.
Okay, and then the city has a lot going on. It's not always just about the budget. It is about services
Sure.
for the city. One of the things you're really working on is veterans services. Tell us about that.
Well, veterans services are very dear to me. As a Vietnam veteran, when we came home, it was a different atmosphere at that particular point in time. But now, in today's society, we're trying to do everything we can to make sure that our returning veterans, those heroes, those men and those women that are serving the country today, and as you know, it's a complete volunteer service, that they have the services that are required, that they deserve. So I sit on the Orange County Veterans Advisory Council, and we've made arrangements to actually have a satellite office in the city of Brea, which we opened up just this last Wednesday.
So if people want to access those services, they're there. And real quickly, we only have about 20 seconds
Sure.
left, but you have a really cool thing that's coming up, a baby gear exchange.
We have a
and
baby.
We all know you get gifts and you don't even use them.
This is the first year that we've had it, but we're asking people that when your 5-year-old toddler or your 2-year-old toddler has outgrown the clothes, come on into the city of Brea. We're going to do an exchange, and maybe you need 3-year-old clothes, and maybe they can exchange between each other.
You bring your cute stuff, you get someone else's cute stuff, and all this information available on the website?
It's all available at City of Brea website. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ron Garcia, for being here. Thank you for joining us.